Hey guys, Nate here. So today I felt like making a Call of Duty Black Ops 3 news video, but there wasn't a lot of news, so as I always do in these circumstances, I turned to Reddit, where fortunately there was very much a lot of information. So I searched for stuff about multiplayer and campaign, wasn't too much, but when I searched for information about zombies and like the zombies theories that go around there, because there's a lot, I found one post that's been going around the site for a couple of weeks that makes a lot of sense and is very probable, and is supposedly from an intern at Activision that saw some papers he shouldn't have. Now, when I first saw that guy's claim that he's an intern at Activision, I didn't really believe him. I'm very skeptical about people that claim to be involved in a video game company, especially on Reddit, to say the least, because it's very easy to pretend to be someone you're not, especially on Reddit, because these fake leaks can't really be proven wrong until the game comes out. But as I read on, this guy made a lot of sense. It was very professionally written, and this theory is pretty popular. It's gone around, thousands of people have seen it at the least. And to see the fact that Activision hasn't dignified it with a response, a confirm or denial, is intriguing to me, because typically when someone makes a fake leak, the gaming company that provides that game and produces it will come out and say no, they'll deny it, they'll say it's not true, or they'll say we're still working on the game, we haven't gotten to that yet. But the Activision didn't do that. They didn't dignify it with a response. And that's a good sign, because when developers don't do that, it's typically because they don't want to attract any more attention to it than it already has. And they don't want to ruin anything about the game. They don't want to ruin the DLC. They don't want to ruin the story or anything like that. So I thought this was interesting. Anyways, this quote-unquote former or current intern talks about 4 different maps, as well as the rank up and leveling system, which I found to be the most intriguing, actually. Anyways, I'm going to give you a brief synopsis of what this Reddit post said, and hopefully I can find the link to it again. I lost it, but I'll probably find it again, and I'll link it in the description below, and maybe get an annotation on the screen. Anyways, I'm going to start off with the ranking system. So he talks about how it's going to have a completely new ranking system as opposed to Black Ops 2's old one. He talks about some things that are going to make a difference in it, such as revives, deaths, rounds survived, and whether or not you quit games. And it's going to be very much skill-based. It's going to be ranked from 1 to 40, and your rank will be higher depending on how many revives you have, how many kills you have, and how many rounds survive you have. It'll be lower depending on how many missed revives you have. Not sure what that is, because I'm not sure if he's referring to how many times you don't revive someone, or how many times you start to revive someone and you just don't. So I'm not sure what that means, but it will depend on missed revives, deaths, and games quit before round 15, which I thought was a pretty cool criteria. Because seeing as it's supposed to be quote-unquote skill-based, I think that's pretty cool, because it's going to kind of match people that are more serious about the game with each other. People that revive each other, people that get to high rounds, kill a lot of zombies, make a lot of points, they're going to be put in games with each other. So you're going to get more serious lobbies out of those people. But people that rage quit the game the first time they die, people that don't give a crap, people that don't help you, people that just run around in circles, not necessarily rape train people, people that just run around the map in circles, those people are going to be put in lobbies with each other, so they're going to get a taste of their own medicine, see how rage quitters like being placed in with lobbies with other rage quitters, and people that don't revive them. Man, it'd be fun to get in those. But I think that's really cool. It's going to kind of help balance the zombies mode out, and help find, or not necessarily balance, I'm sorry, that wasn't the proper term, but it's going to really help make the game a lot more fun for people that are serious about it, and the people that aren't, well, they're going to get a taste of their own medicine. So I thought that was pretty cool. Anyways, he goes on to describe 4 different maps, which he didn't have the names to, but he tried his best to describe each of them. One of them was a lab in which you'll be playing as Maxis and 3 other German scientists. He didn't give us a lot of backstory to it, but he just said that's going to happen. Another takes place in a German village with an aura similar to Silent Hills, which I thought was really cool. He said that it's going to be the largest and most detailed out of all of them. Next up, he said there will be a map featuring the original characters, Tank Dempsey, Nikolai Belinsky, I think is his name. What are all the characters' names? Edward Richtofen, and what's that last guy's name? Takio. He said all of those original 4 characters will be in one map that takes place near the pyramids of Giza and the Nile. I thought that was very, very, very badass. And finally, the last one, he described to be an abandoned German town. Not sure exactly about that, but I still think it's cool nevertheless. And I think all of these maps that he described are very likely to happen. I think that's something that Treyarch would like to go with, especially considering their style. Like, I think the Nile and Egypt sounds really fun, and I know Treyarch would be down to do something like that, depending on the circumstances. So it doesn't sound completely impossible to me. And the Silent Hill aura theme sounds like they're trying to go for something scarier, and I do not mind that at all. Or he might be in reference to fog sort of like thing. I don't know yet. But this guy, he made a lot of sense in his post. I will have it linked to you in the description below if I can find it. And if I can't find it, I will link you to an article which talks about that post. Because there were a couple articles. One was on Forbes, and one was on, I want to say, IGN. But it might, I don't think it was IGN. It might have been GameSpot. But I'll try and link you to a post or an article on the internet that describes it at least, if I can't find it on Reddit. Anyways, guys, I thank you so much for watching. Real quick announcement I have to make before I let you go. I had to make another Twitter. My old Twitter kind of came into, let's just call them, complications, and I didn't really use it much to associate with my YouTube channel. It was more of kind of friends from school, family, that sort of thing. And now that's kind of gone, so I could kind of free up a new Twitter reserved strictly just for my channel alone, to interact with you guys. I think that's really cool to be able to like talk to you and get to know you a little bit better without getting a tweet from like my aunt asking if I want to go to my cousin's birthday. So I think that's going to be pretty cool. Hopefully I can get that set up. I will have the link to my Twitter account in the description below, and I'll hopefully get that up and sorted out soon. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Please rate this video as you deem necessary. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Bye-bye.